Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda and welcome to this important episode of Ignition Time. I'll give you the latest status of the stimulus negotiations and where things are headed today. Now keep in mind, US Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and House Speaker Pelosi are scheduled to speak at 3 p.m. East Coast time today. So as soon as we get some outcome, some information about that discussion, I'll definitely release that on my channel. You can expect that because that's what you've come to rely on us for, and we'll make sure that we give you that information. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda. Please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. Let's just jump right in. On your screen, you'll see a tweet from Jeff Stein at the Washington Post, and Jeff Stein pointed out that we are indeed starting to get to the point where a stimulus check is getting more and more unlikely before the election. In other words, even if there is an agreement, we could see stimulus checks after the election. I've mentioned this elsewhere on my channel. I do believe that there will be a stimulus. In fact, I'll do another video on my channel where I talk about what could potentially be a very good 2021. I know it doesn't look like that right now. I know 2020 is a horrible year. I know it's a year that we all want to forget, but we will most likely see stimulus. Now the question arises, will we see it before the election? Will we see it after the election? Could we even see it in 2021, potentially a much larger stimulus in case there's a blue wave? Whatever happens, I'm hoping that we have a definitive winner in November, because we definitely don't want the election dragging on, and the outcome of the election will have an impact on further stimulus. I have done another video on the 4 scenarios that take place in November, and depending on the outcome to the election, the odds for stimulus, large stimulus or small stimulus, increase or decrease, and when the stimulus comes, that also is available. That is dependent on the outcome of the election. So definitely check out that video on the 4 scenarios. Here's another tweet on your screen, also from Jeff Stein, and he was following up on something that Alex Burns from the New York Times said. And Alex Burns said that according to a New York Times poll, former Vice President Joe Biden is leading in the polls. But here's the thing that's really jumping out at me. Voters favor a new $2 trillion stimulus by 51 points. So individuals are essentially, voters across the country are crying out for more relief, for more stimulus relief. And voters favor a new $2 trillion stimulus by 51 points. And speaking of, what's going on in the negotiations, here's another tweet on your screen, also from Jeff Stein. President Trump, when he was asked to comment on House Speaker Pelosi's $2.2 trillion, said, "I would be willing to go more because I think the government, we get the money back. It gets the money back." These are the president's exact words. It gets the money back anyway, and it's better than unemployment and all the costs associated with the alternative. So those are President Trump's words. And when President Trump was asked to comment on what Senator John Thune said, because keep in mind, I did cover this on my channel yesterday, John Thune didn't sound very optimistic about even a $1.8 trillion bill. He said that it would be very hard, and the president said that he'll have to talk to Senator Thune about Thune's remarks about the Republican opposition to the deal. There is opposition from Senate Republicans to the $1.8 trillion stimulus bill. I've reported that. I've covered that, and you can find other videos on our channel that talk to you about the opposition from Republicans. Here's a tweet on your screen from Jake Sherman over at Politico, and Jake is essentially commenting on Jeff Stein's post, where Jeff Stein talked about the president's comments on the $2.2 trillion offer, if you will, from the Democrats. Now, here's what Jake Sherman said, and this is interesting. He said the White House looks down on the Hill meaning Congress, the House and the Senate. Jake writes, has not mastered it in 4 years like many other administrations. In other words, what Jake Sherman is saying is the president had 4 years to master negotiations, to master the art of dealing with Congress, specifically the House and the Senate, and that hasn't been done. If Trump paid attention to this negotiation from the get-go, perhaps it would be different today. Perhaps not, but as McConnell frequently says, we are where we are. So this is just unfortunate where we are. Back to Jeff Stein. Here's another very interesting tweet on your screen from Jeff Stein. Senator Rick Scott from Florida, one of the important Republican senators who wants to limit stimulus, who wants more fiscal responsibility, if you will. When he was asked to comment on President Trump's call for $2.2 trillion in stimulus package, he said, "We don't know what's in the package. I agree with the president. We need to go help Americans who have gotten hurt." That's it. Sounds pretty non-specific to me. Sounds like something you could say, I guess, 7 days of the week. Sounds like something you could have said a year ago, 2 years from now. We need some specific comments, and we need some specific support of a larger stimulus bill from many senators. And he says what matters is what's in the package. And also, here's another tweet on your screen from Heather Long. from the Washington Post. These are very interesting comments from Mark Meadows. This was last night on Fox Business, and Mark Meadows specifically said McConnell's proposal is in the $500 billion range, but that's not what we end up with. And he said, this is what he was asked. I hear what you're saying. This is what the interviewer said. I hear what you're saying. What's going to be the price tag? 300, 500 billion. What is it going to be? And this is what White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows said. Very interesting comment. But we believe that we have at least 50 Republican senators or more that are willing to sign on to as a foundation, as a building block for adding to that. What does that mean? That means that the Republicans want to do 500 billion, which, by the way, they're not going to be able to do without Democratic support. And then they want to add to that. I mean, again, we're talking about language that really goes nowhere unless the Republicans and the senators see eye to eye. They're just running around in circles, guys. They're just running around in circles, just non-stop circles. And he said, but that's not where we end up with. I think the president has been very clear. He's been willing to go big and all that. That's what White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows said. It's all about making sure that the hardworking American taxpayers that are hurting in this pandemic get the relief, and that not some special interest group or special project that Speaker Pelosi has put forth actually ends up being the beneficiary. Strong language indeed. And also, just so that we're all on the same page, here's a tweet on your screen from Jeff Stein from the Washington Post. What if we have to do what's going on in other countries if the federal, if the government does not come to a consensus, if there's no additional relief to the people? Keep in mind that in Belgium, all bars, cafes, restaurants are closed. In Ireland, people are required to limit movement, stay out of each other's homes. In France, there are nighttime curfews right now. In Spain, you cannot leave Madrid for non-essential reasons. In Netherlands, maximum 3 people in your home per day and so on. There's a detailed article. There's a detailed BBC article. In fact, let's show you the BBC article on your screen right now. And you can see on this article, and as we scroll down the article, as you can see in the article, different countries in different parts of the world have different types of restrictions. Just unbelievable what's going on across the world. I mean, I understand that, we here are focused on news within our country, within the United States of America, but throughout the world, countries are struggling. There are all sorts of curfews, there are all sorts of restrictions, there are all sorts of limitations. And, here we are, with a different approach, shall we say. Unfortunately, this is impacting the whole world. I have done another video on the global impact of the pandemic, and you can check out that video as well. And also in other news, you'll see a tweet on your screen from Jeff Stein, our favorite White House spokesperson, Uncle Kudlow. That's the name I gave him. Larry Kudlow was specifically asked on Fox News about Goldman Sachs analysts projecting growth under former Vice President Joe Biden's economic plans. He said they don't understand successful workers should be rewarded, not punished. They've always had this bias towards big government spending. When Larry Kudlow was specifically asked, can President Trump go beyond $2.2 trillion? And Larry Kudlow says, it's not so much of a question of top line numbers. Hello? Earth to Larry, Earth to Uncle Kudlow. That's exactly what it's all about. So there you have it, everybody. That is the latest status of the stimulus negotiations. Also, I just want my viewers and subscribers to know that House Speaker Pelosi was just interviewed on Bloomberg. I'll be breaking down that Bloomberg analysis, and you can expect that Bloomberg analysis video also to be revealed, or also to be released on our channel. The surprise is, and by the way, if you watched my videos yesterday, I said that let's not take this deadline seriously. And based on House Speaker Pelosi's comments, the question I'm going to ask in that video is what deadline? I'm going to be analyzing that Bloomberg interview and presenting that to you in another video on our channel. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. We release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. You can get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000, and you'll get added to our SMS alerts list. Now, you can also, if you want, get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and you'll get added to our email list. You can opt out of the SMS list or the email list at any point in time that you want. No worries about that. Now, sometimes YouTube does not send out notifications as soon as we release videos. So the way around that is simply bookmark youtube.com/ignitiontime. That's youtube.com/ignitiontime. Simply bookmark that page, and then you can watch our videos at any point in time that you want. You're not dependent on YouTube notifications. If you want to get alerts from us on Instagram, simply follow us at ignition_time. That's our handle on Instagram. Also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle, if you want real-time breaking news and alerts from us, is ignition_time. time on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something new from this video, please consider commenting below. Our community is growing very, very rapidly, and I invite you to join our family. Your vote of confidence for me and my team and all the effort that goes into this channel behind the scenes is you simply clicking that like button, you gently tapping that subscribe button, and you igniting that notification button. This way you'll get alerts from YouTube. Again, thank you so much for watching. Another way you can thank us is you can share this video with friends and families. That would be, again, your vote of confidence in us and all the effort that goes into this channel. Once again, we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.